Well, as we find ourselves going through life's journey, we come to today, and what has arisen before us in this journey is Fear Mountain. Strange thing about Fear Mountain, it just kind of pops up sometime to bar our way from what we really want in life, and that is freedom. And it just jumps up. It rips freedom from us, from our grasp. It destroys our journey to greatness. As we look around, we find we are blocked. We perhaps feel powerless because we can't move on. This mountain has risen up in front of us. As we look around, we find there are people here and to the left and to the right, and some are saying, "Don't go, don't go. I've tried. I couldn't do it, and now people judge me." Others are over here saying, I can't do it because I might fail. I might not be good enough. They have died on the plains of fear. We stand in the road looking at this almost insurmountable mountain, realizing that beyond the mountain is what we truly desire to have: freedom. We recognize as we look and see that it is something that we must conquer from inside. It is something that we must ascend beyond. As we look there, we see there are no deadly animals chasing us. There are no deranged humans walking about trying to take our life. There is no imminent harm before us. There's not a cliff to fall off of, but a mountain to climb. We recognize that what must happen is that we must manage our mind and control the fear. Hey, good morning and welcome to the Morning Wake Up Call. We're glad to have you with us. We hope to inspire you, inform you, and give you some insight that can grow you and in turn grow your business and change your world and community. Oftentimes people have come to realize that most of the things in life that we are, quote, afraid of have risen up in front of us as a figment of our imagination. It is the uncontrolled mind that has allowed things to step up in the way. It has robbed us of our light of life. It has risen up to move us to a place of harm. People who live in fear often find that harm finds them. People who live with fear often find themselves in a place where they are captured and not free. Some have even gone so far to try to make fear their friend, a pet in their life, not realizing that it will eat them alive. The first step, if you choose to follow me up this mountain and over this other side to freedom, is that you must declare that you will master your fear and make the leap to faith and freedom. So much hangs in the balance. For a moment, let's talk about fear. What is fear? Fear is a human motive or emotion of aversion. It does not help us commit to a higher aim. It does not help us imagine greatness. Its sole aim is the immediate release from a threat, from a strain, from a pain. It is there to protect us for the moment, to refocus our energy, to move ourselves away from something that could really harm us. Fear is oftentimes injected into our life because we have imagined something to be something that it is not. We've been told that we should fear this and we should fear that. In reality, it is somebody else's fear. We've turned a short-term hack that's been given to us by God, our Creator, into a long-term tool to avoid difficult circumstances in order to satiate our base desire for approval. Fear has become a crutch for emotional weakness. If you look to the left and you look to the right, you'll notice that most of these people all have crutches. They have crutches, and they are bound here in the plains of fear, unable to cross over the mountain to freedom. Now, I can tell you this, if you want to walk out among that crowd, they don't want to discuss fear. They don't like to talk about their fears. They don't want to have an open dialogue about their fears because it exposes the ugly truth that they are fleeing something else other than actual danger. That they're fleeing their own selves, their experiences that didn't turn out like they wanted them to in life. The behavior that they have imagined that didn't turn out the way they wanted it to. The unchecked impulses that they found themselves into and created an environment that has caused them to be rejected or isolated or abandoned, but not eaten alive. Those fears have placed them here in the plains of fear. People will say that they're afraid. They're afraid of something that as they stand up and face life, that there's nothing in the audience of life that's going to eat them. There's nothing in the plains of life that's going to throw them off the cliff. It's just that they have imagined that if they do this thing, somehow or another, they're in danger. In reality, they are. Inside their mind, there is a danger that someone won't like them. There's a danger that someone may take a different position in life than they do. There is a danger that someone will move them back in line or put them in another category or take something from them. In their mind, they imagine all those things and have become afraid. They have become afraid. So what will it cost us if we live on these plains of fear? How will it affect us? We'll become frazzled. We'll live a life riddled with anxiety. Our ability to think and be intelligent and move beyond will become absorbed in self-protection. Become a person who always plays it safe. People won't really know who we are because we can't be who we are. We just look like everybody else. We just become a number. No one will ever know our dreams. We'll never move from our spot because we have been overcome with fear. We will feel powerless, inferior, always ready to throw in the towel. Dear friend, if you decide to take this journey with me in the next few morning wake-up calls, we will show you how you can conquer this mountain of fear, how you can move over to the other side of freedom. I will warn you, though, others will tell you to be careful, to play it safe. Don't go too far up the mountain. And they'll tell you it's for your own good. But go with me in these next few days as we overcome the mountain of fear. Hey, thanks for being with us on the Morning Wake Up Call. I invite you to come back and be with us as we take on this big mountain of fear in our next few calls. Hope today was an ability to help inspire you, inform you, and give you an insight into something that can help grow you and grow your business. Come back and be with us next time on the Morning Wake Up Call.